All right, friends, it's T-Man, and I'm back with a new video on Greg Doucette's client. This guy's client, his client called, I don't know what the hell his name is, Client Ted or something, Client Ted. So, yeah, I'm going to do a reaction to the Jason Blaha's gym, lifting, recruiting, fitness, gear slave himself of, let's see, Blaha says team Blaha client Ted combat athlete training. This is combat athlete training part 7. Okay, man.
Hey
Whatever.
everybody, it's Jason Blaha here. Once again, it is time for my client Ted's vlog, but a quick reminder, if you would click like down below, it'd be greatly appreciated.
Okay, off the bat, look at his back. Why is it bent? Why is his back bent? And his legs bent like this. This is just weird. Whatever. This isn't a shoulder exercise. It's a chest exercise, but okay, whatever.
If you would also
Again, he's doing full range of motion. There's nothing going on here. He's not getting stronger. He's just getting better at lifting these weights, man, on the nervous system, bro. This is how factory workers get better at lifting. They don't grow in factories lifting heavy shit all day. You understand me? That's not how it works. Your body's protected from building muscle to make you bigger and stronger. That's what makes you bigger and stronger. It's protected. So you have to do something to get to create this, to get it, to build more of it, to protect you. Get it? That's the idea, and this isn't it.
or subscribe if you haven't, and leave a comment down below. I would appreciate
I feel sorry for this kid. He's wasting his time.
that also. Thank you so much. So with Ted, we're doing
Just like every other gym brat in the fucking gym. They're wasting their time. I see so many people ass cheek squeezing these weights, bro. Get it?
5-day split still right now. We may discuss changing some of this. We did have a minor overuse problem this week. You won't see the leg footage. He went to do his top set of squats. With 375, and it would have been a normal work set. But unfortunately, he pulled an adductor, kind of missed the first rep, and we're taking it easy on his leg. Keeping in mind, he just hit a 405 last week. You know, and I discussed.
He hit a 405 last week. A 405 what? What is this bench press on the floor? It's pure concentric. It's a pure concentric bench. This is useless. It's useless.
With him, and he had said, "Look, I didn't have any pain. There was no warning."
He's not gonna build any myofibulars doing this exercise. He's wasting his time.
This has happened to me before in the past.
A zero.
A couple times.
Ted gets a zero.
You know, quite some time before I hired you. So this.
You know, it's funny. I love watching these people like waste their time. They just love to, and they just wait. And time passes fast. Believe me, time goes and. Time's money, man. Time's your youth, bro, and everything. Get it? You don't wanna just throw away your time, wasting your time going to a gym, getting a zero results, a zero. Just getting better at lifting weights. You understand me? There are people that get better at lifting weights, and then there are people that lift so they can get stronger, bigger, and stronger. Get it? Yeah.
Before, so it's a reoccurring pull. So the other thing that I had to talk to him about.
It's a what, Blaha? A reoccurring pull? Blaha's just making up shit in the video.
Look, with all your BJJ and fighting and rolling that you do, we may need to just reduce some of these.
Again, he's just wasting his time. Look at him. It's full concentric. He's getting exhausted. It exhausts you. It exhausts you, so it's like, you know, I can't do too many more of this. You know what I mean? Yeah, okay.
A little bit, because we do a lot of volume, and he prefers more. I've actually scaled him back just a little bit, and he's been hitting PRs. He's like, wow, I've like gained a lot of strength.
Oh, I scaled him back. He's been hitting PRs. Isn't that PRs? Isn't that for performance purposes? Performance. But I don't know. Blaha thinks that bodybuilding is based on performance. You know what I mean? And endurance. It's not based on performing. That's not what bodybuilding is. But, you know, like I said, Blaha doesn't know anything about exercise. Doesn't know anything about building muscles or anything. He doesn't know anything about bodybuilding.
And even though his volumes look insanely high, he was doing more than this 6 days a week. So I'm like, look, let's.
Yeah, he was doing that more than 6 days a week. His volume was high. That's volume training, 6 days a week. And guess what? You get 6 days a week volume training, largely attributed to what? Sarcoplasmic hypertrophy. So what is making him? He's going to think he got stronger, but he never really got physically stronger. He got better at lifting because their nervous system. He keeps coming in and practicing like a person practicing to get good at skateboarding. They do more practice. The more practice they put in, the better they become at it. Doing skateboarding, get it? See what I mean? But bodybuilding is not based on performance. It can't be because it compromises sportive performance because it's based on eccentric exercises. See what I mean? Yeah.
So let's take it back a notch. But for his press day, we do a closed grip bench, and we do a floor press, closed grip incline. Then we do some tricep work.
Yeah, sure.
So, we have about 12 total work sets there. Now, keeping in mind, we train 5 days a week.
Look at him. He's ass cheek squeezing look at the way he's bent, man, his whole body. He's just ass cheek squeezing his triceps, man. That's just making them smaller. His bench press is making his chest smaller. Can't figure out why it's not growing. It's actually getting smaller. A lot of it just gets compact. These myofibulars, what happens is they start arranging in parallel, but you don't get more of them in parallel. They just arrange in parallel, and then they shorten. The sarcomeres in series, they start shortening. So it gets more compact there. He doesn't realize it's getting smaller, just more compact. Look, he's shortening his tricep too. He's shrinking his tricep as well.
And he also does a lot of overhead.
A lot of people come in the gym and they do this, man.
Pressing, heavy overhead pressing on his shoulder day. So again, we did a 200 strict press.
Just like that guy over there. Look at him. He's using his arms like he's pulling his whole arms inward into the muscle. You're pulling it in to do what? To shrink it. You're shrinking it. And plus you're using a lot of your arms. So they get overworked and they start shrinking too. Yeah, man.
So then here's his
This is cool. Yeah. I go to the gym. I go to the gym because I want to shrink my muscles on a daily. Okay, man. Combat sport, yeah.
Deadlift. I put the footage up earlier this week. He got 475 for a double.
Okay, let's see how he handles these. I like these as bodybuilding deadlifts. If you can bring him for eccentric, the thing is this. It's a lot harder if you do this eccentrically. He went for a full concentric because he started lifting eccentrically and then he got to the top, right? But now your arms are still holding on to this weight. It's still there's a pull on the muscles there. So it's kind of eccentric. Anyways, the point is he's in a concentric stance, right? Did he have to go all the way up? No, because it's a lot harder to go up eccentrically and then down eccentrically. And that's where all the stuff is that's where all the strength is gonna really happen, the real strength. Your body is gonna get super fucking strong doing eccentric bodybuilding deadlifts as opposed to just doing a deadlift, like lifting it concentrically and then dropping it. Yeah.
Trying to get to 500 and then he wants to switch.
See what I mean? Like that, and just dropping it dead to the floor. Boom. There's no eccentric going down. Everybody knows that's where all the good stuff's happening. You have to control the eccentric going down. That's why he's weak. These people are weak on the eccentric. They're extremely weak. And if you're weak on the eccentric, that's really bad. You're not a complete athlete. Here's the thing. If you were fucking weak in the eccentric and you haven't built your muscles in the eccentric, then you are not a complete athlete. Did you understand me? You are not a fucking complete athlete. And I don't care what people say to me on my channel. They can yammer on forever. The truth hurts people. That's the problem. That's why they get defensive and they start talking shit. They talk shit because they get defensive because they're not a well-rounded fucking athlete. Because they're so busy over there pulling these things at the top concentrically that they forgot about the eccentric. So are you a complete athlete if you can't perform both? If you can't do both? No. See what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, it's just crazy, bro. Here's the thing. Eccentric makes you good at concentric. So there's always the initiation. It's eccentric, but you can presume it as being concentric, lifting it up, hitting that isometric part. But that's what's going to always make you better. It's going to make you better because we get both. We get in parallel and series. And these guys, they don't get it. They don't get them. They're shrinking them. They're shrinking them.
Now, that being said, because we've had an adductor strain, we may have to hold off a week or two on trying to hit that 500. We'll have to build back up. I don't want to risk injuring that. So then afterwards, of course, he does cambered bar good mornings. You guys know how I feel about this exercise. I'm trying to get this one to 600 myself. I had a 500 on it the other day. I've been building it back up recently. It took a long time off from it. Again,
He's just ass cheek squeezing. Let's see him do it eccentrically all the way to the bottom. He can't, because want to know why? Because he's weak. It's just like the deadlift. He couldn't lower it with control. Want to know why? Because he's weak. Can he do this eccentrically? No. Want to know why? Because he's weak. That's why he can't do it.
Great exercise. I love.
And Blaha's like, I could do it already. 500. Blaha cannot do 500 on this exercise. He would die if he went to the bottom. Look at this kid. He's ass cheek squeezing. Look at his butt sticking out, and his neck is all the way out forward, past his knees.
Mornings in general. I think everyone knows that.
He's just bending. Look, he's just bending his body. Look,
I really
bend
like this bar
and
a
back
lot.
up again. Bend and back up again. What the fuck is this? Like, what is this?
Really like this bar a lot. I find I can get about 20 pounds more out of it.
I mean, come on, seriously. Are you serious? People, are you people not watching this? Like, this is funny.
Then I can a straight bar, and it just feels comfortable. Right? It feels really.
You see, these are look.
So,
these were the parody videos I made on my old channel, making fun of these kind of exercises. People took them as if they were real exercises. They try to take it out of context and then post them and say, "Look, it's Master T." Yeah, but that's not how I lift in the gym. I made those with friends. I told them it's a parody video. They even look like parodies because I make fun going like this and going like that. But people are too stupid to understand the difference between real lifting and parody. They're so dumb, man. Actually, they probably know. They just want to make fun of it and make it seem like you were lifting like that. No, man, this is a joke. This is parody right here. This lift is parody.
yeah,
Look at that.
My preferred bar.
Come on, man. He's bending his ass. He's bending and is sticking his ass out. This is parody video, bro. But the problem is it can't be parody because he knows what he's doing. Get it? No, it's only parody if you're making fun of it. He's not making fun of it. He's actually really doing this. That's the problem.
I have to pick one for this exercise.
Okay, yeah.
So again, just has a natural flow to it, and it just really, really builds the posterior chain. You will go
Sure it does. Yeah, Blaha. Yeah, sure, Blaha.
With this, in addition to all the back, it does. So afterwards, of course, he does.
Oh yeah, addition with the back. Sure, yes, it's growing. Yes, Blaha. Sure.
Reverse hyperextensions.
Reverse hyperextensions. He's pulling inward. I like these, but he's pulling inward. You have to find a place where you could put your fucking legs underneath, and that's not how you do them. That's like he's just pulling upward.
All those good movements that we know I'm a fan of.
He's not really bending forward.
Particularly, you guys know for me, the reverse hyper and the good morning have always been a big part of my coaching.
All right.
All my lifters and athletes do those if they have access.
I'll just say this. This is probably the only exercise I like what he's doing. That's about it so far. Let's see what else he's got. Where is he? At the zoo gym? This looks like the zoo gym or something, eh? The zoo.
It tends to be a staple, particularly anyone who needs to
How did Blaha get this footage?
be really, really strong.
Yeah,
In his case,
I think it's a zoo culture. They call it zoo culture gym, right? This looks like it. I think Larry Wheels trained there too one time. This looks like zoo culture.
the fight. And also, he was, of course, in my live stream last night, which that was funny. People had to climb in there to ask
I
questions.
mean, this kid's a failure. He's paying another failure to train him, a failed lifter that's not even an athlete, Blaha, of Fat Bubble. This kid is actually paying him to train him to fail. Holy shit, man. I would never I would never ask anybody for money to train them to failure like this goofball. This goof to fail, make people fail. This is criminal to make people fail, bro, to train them to fail. This is ridiculous.
And some of them just ask goofball questions.
Blaha is cruel. They ask him goofball questions like what, Blaha?
So they had to go. All right.
So they had to go? Now that is probably, that other one in this exercise, the only ones I like so far. There we go. The pull-up with the weight.
Pulling day, we have weighted chins.
All right.
So he does 3 sets of weighted chins. Then we do barbell rows, like bent over barbell rows. Then we do seal rows. We do some curls. Right. He likes to do his curl.
Yeah. Okay.
We do some curls. right? He likes to do his curls really fast. I leave it alone. He's got good arms, so coach is not going to complain.
I mean, here's the thing. If you're already strong at curling, you might as well work on your weak points. He can't do these wide grip pull-ups. He can't do them with that weight. He's weak, man. I know he is. He sucks at eccentric exercises.
All right. I personally like him a little slower. But again, he's also an athlete that...
he's an athlete? Okay.
He uses his biceps. He grapples, right? He grapples.
He grapples. Ooh.
So, yeah, biceps are going to matter to some extent. So,
yes,
doing fast, that's his purview, as long as they're not getting hurt. All right, so bent over rows. And, of course, I do want to get his back stronger. Great chin-up
want to get his back stronger, yes.
But if I were to look for deficiencies out of supplemental lifts, Coach already knows where I'm going to go. Good mornings and rows. Those could stand to be stronger. Of course, his back has gotten a lot thicker. Like we've made progress in the back, right? Made progress in the back. I need to upload some pictures of that.
He's made progress in his back because he's squeezing it. He's squeezing his back. Okay, whatever. I don't think he's making any progress by using his arms.
Right? We need to upload some pictures of his back progress. So, wouldn't be bad for...
I don't see any progress
business,
here.
But I want to keep working it. All right, we want to get more. So there's his seal rows, and he does.
Look how stiff he is. He's just using his arms. It's a back exercise. He's not even using his back. He's just moving his arms up and down. Look, watch. This is so funny. Look at this.
Lat pull downs, and then of course afterwards
those are lat pull downs. Okay.
Finish up with some barbell curls. Again, the normal, simple barbell curl. Done correctly, it's a staple. Built many a great bicep. Arnold loved it. Mike Menzer swore by it. All right. It's hard to go wrong with this exercise as long as you do it correctly. Of course.
Me personally, I just look for exercises that will get me the most damage. I don't have to look pretty. I can tell you this, okay? I'll tell you a secret. The cable machine, right? So your forearms, they have there's two handles on each side. So you place you place it right onto your forearm just before it gets to your elbow. It doesn't get to you don't put it around your elbow. You extend your arms out like wings, like as if you're going to bench press, okay? And then you just slip your arm in each of the handles, inside of the handles. Now you let the weight go up and down. Fuck this fucking shit. You raise your elbows like chicken wings, up and down. So you let the weight pull you up, and then you pull down slightly and let it pull you up again. See that? So your elbows are flared, sticking out at the side like a bench press. You're like in a bench press position, standing up, and your hands you put your hands through the fucking handles. They're on your forearms. They're not on your elbow area. That will hurt. It's better when it's on your right there, right just before the elbow and the forearm. It's like right there. And so you're pressing them down slightly, and then let the weight really heavy. Let it raise you up. Let it raise your lats up, and then press down. Your lats go up again. See that? That's a more superior exercise. Why? Because your back is doing, your lats are doing all the work. But if you're on a lat machine, your arms are doing all the work. So you need to figure out how to isolate the lat from the arm. You don't want your arms to do the work, so you want the lats to do the work. So the lats you'll slightly pull down using your lat, pulling it at the same time, and your arms coming down, and then let it raise up. It'll raise. That'll stretch the sarcomeres. You understand me? You'll get you'll get damage in your fucking whatever, your lats, okay? So there you go. You just have to look for exercises that'll give you the most damage. This is just, people wasting their time a lot. Ass cheek squeezing like this kid.
I make a lot of...
Look at him. He's got 5 pounds on each side. Think that's going to do anything? Because he's throwing it all the way to his forehead, trying to hit his forehead with it.
Tutorials on this.
Squeeze, that's it. Attaboy, squeeze it. See, he throws it up. He's throwing the weight. Look, his elbows are bent. He's throwing the weight up. He doesn't do anything eccentrically. He's throwing it, and then he ass cheek squeeze it at the top. Watch. Squeeze. Ass cheek squeeze, get it? That will shorten the sarcomere series. That's why people have small arms and they keep complaining, why aren't my arms growing or why can't I get them bigger? Like Blaha. Blaha does this. He does the opposite of trying to make his arms bigger. He makes them smaller. And then he keeps saying, yeah, my arms need work. I haven't worked on my arms. I have to work on them to get them bigger. Meanwhile, he does exercises to shorten his fucking muscles, to get him to shrink, to get smaller. What the fuck?
And I'm like, you're doing it wrong.
And then he passes it on to goofs like this that he's training, this goofball. And then he does the same shit. He mimics it. Monkey see, monkey do. Get it? You understand me? Blaha passes on his failure to this kid, and the kid is gonna fail too. The failed lifts that he did with his arms, this failing curling, everything he's doing is a failure.
Simply doing it wrong. In his case, he doesn't use the method that I promote for that, but his forearms don't hurt either. All right, 200.
All right. Look how far bent he is with his back is so bent. So he's bench pressing this. He isn't using his shoulders. He's bench pressing. In other words, he just wants to pretend like, oh look, I'm getting better at it. That's not the point of building muscle. It's not trying to show off and say, look how much I can press. You will eventually press heavier because the goal is to get bigger and then you'll get stronger. But if you're so busy trying to get good at it, you're never going to get stronger.
Press. Right.
You're just going to get better, and he's just going to get better at bench pressing it all the way up again.
Look how fast that moved. Right?
Oh man, this is pure loser. All right.
Tricep strike.
I mean, come on. 1 rep? You think 1 rep is going to do anything? Like, seriously.
Tricep power. We got lots of it.
Okay.
We got lots of it here.
Yeah, 1 rep's not going to do. Is he going to do 2 reps on this one? Oh, the second one he's doing 2 reps, I think.
It's a strong point for him. Right? It's definitely a strong point for him.
Oh, he did 3. Yahoo! He managed to do 3, but he's going lighter now. The other one was really, really heavy. Now he's light again. In eccentric overload, you go heavier. You keep going heavier. You just keep adding more weight. That's the whole point. You keep adjusting and you just keep adding more weight. Sometimes you're like, you know what? I can do more. And you just put more on it and just more. You just slap more on it.
And, yeah, all that close grip pressing in general. Keep the triceps strong. So I'm a fan of closer grip pressing. Just for athletes.
I'm a fan of close grip pressing. Close grip pressing. I could show you a guy that's doing like fucking, he's doing dips with like 10 plates or some shit. Man, it's crazy dips and shit. Getting massively strong.
Stuff in general, that's a whole different topic. I went wider grip.
I mean, look at him. He's bench pressed that up. Come on.
And ultimately realized it's not even great for my shoulders.
See where he is here.
I was always.
Look how far. You see, it's a trick. He's bench pressing it. It landed on his shoulders, but look how far back he's bent. Because he's bench pressing. This is not an overhead press. You understand me? Do you people understand? This is funny, man. I don't know. Honestly, I gotta take a picture of this because this is. What the fuck do you expect?
Stronger.
Oh shit! I fucked that up. Where did I go? Where did he go? Here it is. I see this shit again, man.
Lots of it. We got lots of it here.
He's got a lot of these, yes.
It is a strong point for him.
Yeah, it's a strong point. Whatever. He's just wasting his time, man.
With a close grip, even if it costs a lot of lifters a little bit of weight in comp.
Whatever. I don't care anyways. Let's see what else he has here. He's just bench pressing it.
Overhead press, we do some snatch grip high pull.
All right, snatch grip. This is not bodybuilding. Snatch grip is not bodybuilding. This is a part of a sport. They do it in Olympic lifting. Why does he need to do it? Why? Is he practicing for Olympic lifting or something? Snatch grip. Come on, man.
Right?
Why is he doing that?
Athlete who needs power. He is a power athlete. He is a fighter.
He's a power athlete. He's a fighter. Is he a fighter or a power athlete? Which one is he? This doesn't make any sense, but whatever.
Again, BJJ and boxing. So
Get
again,
BJJ and boxing.
developing
Get
power. So we
BJJ.
do the box squats, we do all this other stuff.
You say so, Blaha.
Being explosive. And no, Olympic lifts don't improve that. It's these variations of them.
Yeah, okay.
They're too technical, the other are. But if you do these low technique variations, these supplemental lifts for Olympic lifting, yes, they can improve power. Right? High pulls, power snatches, power cleans.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Whatever.
Absolutely have their place.
Yeah, I just don't see it.
Have their place. I personally wish I had the shoulder health to do them these days.
Okay.
If I ever get it back where I want it, I may start.
This is a waste of time.
Also do
This is
Viking
getting too long.
press.
What else
So,
does he
yeah,
have
if you
here?
want to, as
Okay, he's pressing these things, whatever, some machine. Okay.
long as you can recover, I'll let you do it. His top work set after his one. Saying on that today. I hope it's been informative, and I'll
What's he gonna do here? Fly these?
talk to you guys and gals next time.
Oh man, come on, man. You're telling me 5-pound plates, he's just throwing them up and down concentrically. Christ. What a waste. I don't know, man. You tell me what you think about that. Like, subscribe, support the channel. See you in the next one. This is just like, tell you, this stuff, I don't know what these people are doing. Blaha is the worst coach in the world. Doesn't know how to coach people because he's failed. And so he coaches, he takes and transfers his failure to these people so they can continuously fail. Right, great. Okay, man. I'll see you in the next one. Ciao, friends. Ridiculous stuff.